Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Recap for Wednesday, April the 24th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Have you got any questions for me? If you have, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room. This is a subscription link here. There will be a 15% promo code. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at about 9:05. And go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. Yeah, one moment, please. Just want to do one thing before I keep going. Okay. Now, today I started streaming on YouTube. You know, if you want to watch on YouTube, you can do so. You can hear me, and I'm displaying my screen just like I'm doing in the trading room. The big difference is that there's no chatting in the on YouTube. Basically, what I'd like you to do, of course, is you can watch on YouTube if that's more convenient. But I've also given you the link for the trading room. So if you do want to interact with other traders and see what people are saying, you can certainly go into the trading room. But I am now starting to stream live on YouTube, and I'll have the link here in the email. So exciting day. Again, I don't overtrade. MBRX is one that I took. I took a couple of times actually. So MBRX, if you're not aware, had this incredible run on Monday, and they're supposedly they have a conference call today at 4:30, something to do about a lung cancer drug. I don't want to make fun of it at all, but I mean, let's hope that it is something that is worthwhile. But the bottom line is this: it had a tremendous run based on that news. And then yesterday, before the market opened, though, they announced the financing at $1.60, basically just crushed. Went, well, this is after hours, but, when it closed on Monday, it was a little over $3, got all the way down to $1.38 based on that financing news. So as I was saying, though, in the pre-market, keep an eye on this one if it can move away from that financing level of 160. And so that was the point which I thought, okay, maybe it's far enough away. So I got in at 170. Where did I get in at? 170. 173. I got in at 173, and it just was stalling, and I took myself out at 170. And then, but I did say to people, look, if it gets back up to that 175 range, I think I'm going to want to get back in. That's exactly what I did. I got back in at 176. Look what it did. It got all the way up to 212. Remember, on a percentage basis, that's a tremendous move. Now, I did sell some at $1.99. Not on the way up, but actually on the way, on the second time up, it looked like it was going to take out two again. And then when it didn't look like it was going to, I decided to take some out at 199. And then I took out the balance at 188. And I will get back into this one maybe if it can clear $2 again. Probably has to get up to about 210 before I get back in. But, on a percentage basis, a lot of us were in the room doing that one. Now, I've mentioned a million times, or at least many times, about earnings plays. We're in earnings season now, just at the very beginning. So this is another one. This is a Teradyne earnings play. Released earnings after hours yesterday. You see the run-up it had. This mauve area is after hours. Saw it in the pre-market as an earnings play, but it was starting to give it up. It was giving it up. Got all the way down to 46. When it took out the high of the day, now somebody asked me, why don't you wait for the pre-market high? Some trades I will, but this one, I mean, I'd have to wait quite a ways. So I basically watched this one as it took out the say normal trading hour high, and very attractive to me because it's just over the whole number 2. So I ended up taking this trade on a long at 47.20. Now, admittedly, I did take a little bit right here just in case, okay, get this action again. And then I took out more here. So that's at 47.46, a little more here at 47.99. And unfortunately, I took out I got out of most of my position at 48.43. Remember, this at one point was a red candle coming down, and then it moved back up again. But anyway, very nice trade. I mean, I got more out of it than I thought. My last out was at 48.41, and I'm in at 47.21 on the first bid, so over $1. The other one, unfortunately, that I didn't get into, I mentioned, and a lot of people were in this one, same kind of principle. Fleur, another earnings play, had earnings pre-market, and it moved down, and then I was talking about it right about here, taking out that high, and look what it did from there on. And the 5-minute chart is almost as good. It's starting to pull back now, but a lot of people got into it right there. So anyway, we are in earnings season. It's just at the very beginning. And, I mentioned before, if you want these, just ask me for them. Very, very simple. All I'm doing is I'm taking, these are stocks that either have earnings after hours. So these are ones after hours yesterday or pre-market this morning. And then I sort it on where they are with relation to the high of the day. And both on the upside and the downside. These are the same windows, actually. I know I said this yesterday in the video, but you didn't see the video. These are the same windows. You can see that if I expand this, see BXMT is at the bottom here. It's at the top here. Why I do it like this is that I don't care about all this middle stuff. All I want to see, really, and eventually I'll probably just shrink it down, very to the top 10 or so of either. Because all I've done is I've just sorted on the position in the day's range. So Chew, as an example, it's right at the bottom. You can see right there, right at the bottom of the day's range. And because I'm a momentum trader, I like to see the stocks near the high and near the low of the day's range. And it doesn't mean I just pile in and trade it, but if that started to base here, and I'm looking at the weekly chart, and I can see right here the weekly chart has some room, not a lot. If this wasn't here, though, imagine if this was more 45 up, you'd have all this room down to here. So, I think that's why I like the Terra. You look at the Teradyne. Yeah, the Teradyne had some room up to this area, and the Fleur is even better. Look at Fleur. This is classic. People ask, is trade ideas only good for day trading? Well, even though all my setups are in essence for intraday trading, but I'm always looking at the weekly chart. I'm looking at the daily chart. I see a weekly chart like this, and if this closed near the high of the day, there's a good argument to say, well, you know what? We could swing this. It's got all sorts of room up to that 63 level. It's at 54, so that's $9 away. So, just keep in mind, that's all I'm ever doing, looking at a weekly chart and a daily chart. The daily obviously is going to look, there's the big break right there, and it's broken through the 200-day moving average. So just have a big daily chart and a weekly chart, and check to see where there is resistance if you're going long. If you see a big void like this, big gap, that should make you sort of sit up and say, whoa, okay, this is a good candidate. Because I know a lot of you want to swing trade. And that is about it. Let me just want to bring back, there we go, put them back in place on my shared monitor. So if you want any of these, all you have to do is email me and I'll send them off to you. Of course, if you come into the room, the trading room, you'll see every single scan that I'm sharing, all right, including the earnings, but I have way more. You don't have to take them all. You don't have to take any of them. But, they're all hopefully named so they make sense to you, and you might say, yeah, that might appeal to me. So you just basically can download it to your layout, take a look at it. Of course, you can modify the filters. Sometimes you might want to put in a different price range that I have, maybe a different minimum volume that I have. And so you can kind of take what I've got and customize it a little more to your trading style. All right, that is about it. And I want to get back into the trading room. So I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And I hope everybody has a great evening, and I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow or on our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.